Look at me go, spinning the doll around. Ah! Oh gosh, I didn't actually want to shoot her to the stars. Hold on, let's try that again. Hey V-Buds, I'm back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I have been putting off for probably 2 years, possibly 3. My memory is not serving me at all today. So today we're going to be taking a look at these Polly Pocket Hidden Treasures playsets. I have 3 of them here, which includes a beautiful gummy bear and candy themed set, a unicorn set. We've got unicorns and space and all things cute, as well as this cute penguin set. It is winter, pastel, and beautiful. And the only reason I haven't opened and shared these with you guys yet is because I was waiting for a complete set. There are in fact 2 more play sets, which I am sharing on screen now, which includes an awesome mushroom set, which, let's face it, mushrooms, fairies, awesome. That's exactly the vibe I'm feeling from this. And the only actual Polly set in this Polly collection, a mermaid set. So it's underwater, it's fantastical, it's fishy and fabulous, but I do not have it. And because these sets are a couple years old at this point, chances are, unless I'm buying them on eBay, I'm not going to find them. And I have a lot of stuff in this room right now, so these beauties need their moment in the colorful spotlight, which is why we're going to be checking them out today. Enough's enough, no more waiting. Now, I picked these up at my local dollar store for $5 a piece, meaning it cost me $15 plus tax for all 3 sets that you see here. However, if you were to buy them in a typical store and can still do that, it would most likely cost a little bit more. That being said, let's take a look at our first Hidden Treasures bracelet playset, because if I didn't point that out yet, guys, that's exactly what these are. And since it's currently summer and hot outside, let's start with the pastel wintry set. Isn't it cute? We've got a supremely adorable little purple penguin on top. We're gonna get 6 pieces, all of which are different, along with a Polly Pocket character. On the back, it's just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, not really anything special to see other than the price that I paid. Now keep in mind, these are for ages 4 and up, because of course there are small parts involved. Yeah, let's go ahead and open our first treasure set. I'll just stack them out of the way for a moment so we can get a look at our Polly figure. She is super cute with a light brown skin complexion, with her hair in small braids pulled up into a braided ponytail. She is very cute, but very poorly dressed for the climate, since she's wearing this pink tank top and blue pants with little boots. Nothing else, no jacket. What is going on here? Girl, where are your parents? We need to have a talk with them. Now, from what I can tell, this is just a super cute random character. It is not Shawnee, she is not wearing glasses, and I can't really think of who else it could be, so I think it's just random Polly cute character number 5. So we'll just rest her over there and get a look at our first piece of bracelet, which is so cute. They are currently connected in pieces of 2, so we'll start with this one here. It's essentially a little pink house with a whole bunch of detail formed in the plastic, like bricks, flowers, grass, a heart-shaped window. We've got shingles for the roof, and even a little chimney. On the back, it says 2023 Mattel. So I guess it's been 2 years that I've been waiting. On the front here, we have a see-through blue door. It says Polly Pocket, and it looks like there's a bit of a wood detail there. And if we pull it down, inside, there's a little formed couch, lamp, and side table. And this is where we'll be able to store our doll. That way, when you're wearing it, hopefully, you don't lose her. Let's see. It does stay quite well. I mean, over time, I assume it will get a little loose, but I think she's good. And if we open the door back up, it might be hard to tell. There is a little post sticking out of the back, and on the underside of our doll's feet, there is a small hole. So we can stick her on this little post, and she'll be able to stay still. But you can't close her back up like that, unless maybe we bend her legs. Maybe, let's see. Nope. Even if you bend her. So that's the end of that. Ooh, look at that. She's ready for a kick. The second piece of the bracelet is this really cute light blue covered in flowers and vines with a little reindeer on the back, as well as a purple reindeer on the front wearing a crown of pink flowers. And if we bend her at the hip, sticking her arms out a little bit, she can actually sit right on top of that reindeer. And this is what it looks like from the back and from the sides. All of the back pieces, by the way, are relatively smooth. That way, when it's on your wrist, it's not gonna cause you too much discomfort, hopefully. For our next set of bracelet pieces, we have a super cute snowman here in white. He's got a little fidget toy for a belly in the form of this bubble pop. And it's a nice minty green color with his 3 little buttons because of course he is dressed as a snowman. He's got his little stick hands there, they're orange, matching his nose, and he's wearing a pink scarf which matches his little heart-shaped cheeks. Look at his little smiley face. And this is the back of the bubble popping. It's just the continuation of those pieces, his hands and his scarf, but they are not colored. She can't really do anything here unless we treat it like a trampoline, so that's more so for the child to enjoy. But when it comes to our little Polly figure, she's gonna need something to do too. And what else would you do in the pastel winter wonderland but ride on a moon, of course? So our next piece is this yellow one with a super cute little shooting star on the back, and on the front we have a rotating piece that has this beautiful light blue moon and some pink stars with a little green star, once again minty in color, just at the front, where we can hook our doll and basically send her on a tilt-a-whirl through space until she kind of just throws up or something. I wouldn't recommend this in real life, but it is definitely super fun. However, as you may have just noticed, she started to fall off. So if you're gonna wear this as a bracelet or have something similar to this with another toy, be mindful of losing your tiny parts. Now that we checked out those two, I'm just gonna go ahead and snap them together. Super simple. We've got 4 pieces. And as for this last set here, we've got a minty green background of stars and little planets there with a little yellow and bright pink sleigh in the front. Once again, if we put our character in a seated position, she can sit here and go for a little ride. Wait, what's on the back? Oh, just more stars. Excellent. So cute. It's basically like a little rocking horse. And for our last piece, we've got the little purple penguin that was in the top corner of the package. It's just a little bit of a squishy. It doesn't have very much squish, but it is in fact there. And we've got a super cute little sleeping face. And just in front of the penguin on the pedestal, there's another little post, meaning our figure can stand right in front of it, because that's not rude at all. So I've gone ahead and added that last piece, which completes our, sorry girl, that has no name, which completes our bracelet. You just wrap it around and click it together. Once again, do not forget to store your character inside the provided little space. That way she doesn't get lost. How cute is this? It kind of reminds me of a little toddler playset, by the way. Let's see, will it fit me? There we go. Here's what it looks like on a wrist, which is crazy because I didn't expect it to fit. I am, of course, an adult, even though I have freakishly small hands, and so I thought it wouldn't be able to close. But not only did it, it's also spinning, meaning I have room to spare, and I am ready for some on-the-go play. Although these for me are gonna be saved until I'm an old lady grandma, so I can share my little treasures. So that's it for our Winter Wonderland playset. Look at that, so cute! Meaning it's time to check out another, and I think we're gonna go with this candy-themed one here. Once again, we're gonna have 6 pieces for our bracelet, along with a Polly figure. Ooh, the color contrast is very different this time. So much more bright, much, much brighter. First thing we gotta do is check out our character. She's got strawberry blonde hair and a light skin complexion with a purple tank top featuring an ice cream sundae, along with some pink bottoms. Of course, she can move her arms, legs, and whatnot, which is perfect. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to use any of her playset pieces. Speaking of which, it's time to check those out and build them. First up, we've got the exact same house as we did before, except this time it's a light blue color with a hint of turquoise, and we've got a see-through pink door this time. The insides are all exactly the same, and so is the little post that holds our doll, which once again I am not confident in giving a name because she doesn't exactly look like anyone specific from the show, so we're gonna call her Random Girl number 2. Let's go ahead and stick our figure inside, give her a test. She's not falling out. Excellent. The second piece of her bracelet is some candy. It's a little bonbon here in a light green color. We've got a swirl for the button pop there and some little wrapper edges for the candy. Basically like one of those little twisted candies. And although you could pretend with your little Polly figure that this is a trampoline, for the most part, this is a fidget for the child or wearer. For our next set of pieces, we have a little blue cupcake with purple frosting and a little pink gummy bear on top. And right in the center here, we've got a spot for our character to sit. So she could just be taken around on your wrist wherever you go. The back is the exact same, just no color. And right beside that, we've got a bright yellow wall of flowers with a little lollipop candy swing in bright pink. Once again, if we take our character, we could push her right there, which of course is just another fun place for the doll to sit. Let's just pop those two together. And then we've got our last two pieces, which includes the cutest little see-through, almost green gummy bear I've ever seen. It's kind of hard to see, but he's got little heart-shaped pink cheeks and eyebrows there, and he can hold onto our doll. Now, I kind of sat her the last time through her legs, but maybe you're meant to put it around her waist because it makes a little bit more sense when you're spinning her. So maybe that's how our little moon spot was meant to go on the last bracelet. I'll have to take a look. But anyways, this gummy bear is sitting on a pink flower. Hold on, I gotta know. So let's get our doll out. And instead of putting her on the hook like this, where I was able to lose her, although it technically did work, it does make a lot more sense to go around the belly. Because then, okay, yeah, that's definitely it. My bad. So just ignore everything I said earlier. And back to this character. See, she's just teaching us all the things. She's in gummy land over here, getting real dizzy. But not for long because she needs a piece of candy, which is trapped inside this gumball machine. We've got a yellow, green, and pink piece in there, stuck inside this little shaky dome. And for the most part, this one is literally just a little shaker. You just pretend. She's just going up to the gumball machine that is literally life-size for her and just wishing she can have candy. That's it for our second bracelet, literally. These are just the perfect little on-the-go type items, aren't they? Wrap it around your wrist, put your doll inside. Your little one is now ready for their next on-the-go adventure. That is it for our gummy bear or candy set, which means it's time for our last set, unicorns and outer space cosmic goodness. Look how cute this is. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and open it and find everything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, something's a little different this time around, but we won't know what it is until we finish checking out our doll, which is super cute. She's got a brown skin complexion. It's a nice warm brown, and she has light purple braided hair in 4 sections. She is so cute, but I'm very confused because I was hopeful that she would be a Shawnee, that she's not. Shawnee should have glasses. And since we've opened 3 and none of them were Shawnee, and the other 2 that are in this series aren't Shawnee, I'm confused. Where is Shawnee? Anyways, this is our girl. She will be Rando Girl number 7. She's wearing a blue tank top with a unicorn on it and pink pants with shoes. Now, her home castle area of protection in bracelet form is different from the other 2 because they had more of a house-shaped abode, whereas this girl here has an actual castle. It is this nice bright sky blue color, once again still with brickwork and window, except this time it's a circle shape, and we've got a drawbridge gate, light purple in color. Inside, it's actually different as well. There's a small set of stairs leading to a super teeny tiny armchair. Of course, your doll is not gonna fit on that, but she can still stay safely sealed inside. Once again, no idea how long this hinge and its tightness will last, but it does look as though there's a bit of a piece of plastic there, just at the base, that sort of locks into something. Yeah, down here. So I guess only time will tell. And of course, she can stand on the door since she has the holes in her feet. Moving on to the next piece, we have the exact same spinner as our first doll, except this time the background is a dark purple with a blue and pinkish magenta shooting star in yellow with matching little stars. And now that I know it's supposed to go around her waist, this should be a lot easier and less embarrassing. Here we go, let's shoot her to the moon. Whee! Look at her not falling. Look at me go. Spinning the doll around. Ah! Oh gosh, I didn't actually want to shoot her to the stars. Hold on, let's try that again. Rewind. Okay, look at her go. Totally not falling. Excellent. Also, the back is the exact same, by the way, as before. It's just a bit darker of a pastel yellow. Even got the same shooting star. Okay, get out of there before you hurt yourself, girl. Next 2 pieces include this sun. We've got big orange sun rays, and I can't really make it show, but our little bubble popper here has an almost invisible to the camera face. It's a cute little smile. Right beside that, we've got a light purple background here with some stars and planets, along with a pretty white unicorn that has pink hair details. And just like our first doll, I almost dropped her. And just like our first doll on her reindeer, our new doll can sit on her unicorn pet. So cute. Go ahead and pop those together. Ta-da! Now, I was gonna say there's no specific order you have to add these to your bracelet, but it honestly does seem like there is, since the last piece will have to have the C-hook in order to connect to the latch that actually closes your bracelet. So just be mindful of that. Which brings us to our final two pieces of the bracelet. We've got a dark blue background here with some little stars and planets, and this super cute little crescent moon with a shooting star on it, which is a rocker. So if we put our doll on it, she could rock back and forth into La La Land. She just looks so happy. And that is a stark contrast, night and day, to the final piece of our bracelet, which is this very pink and vibrantly colored rainbow. We've got pink, light pink, yellow, blue, and the same bright pink again for the top, along with some little star-shaped cutouts and a cloud base where our little figurine can stand. Oh no, which one do I like the most? Thank goodness no one's making me choose, because I don't know what I like best. So let's just go ahead and add my final bracelet. Ta-da! And although you may have to put the bracelet pieces together in a specific order so that the clasp sections meet up and close properly, there's absolutely no rule saying that you cannot mix and match the pieces to create a bracelet that you want to take with you, because we can do that. Maybe you only want spinning pieces or all the button poppers to be together. There is only your imagination, totally up to the wearer. As long as they're having fun with it, there are no rules. The only rule is to do whatever makes your heart happy, you know? And maybe put everything back together. There we go. Okay guys, that's it for me and my 3 out of 5 pieces of the 2023 Polly Pocket Hidden Treasures bracelet playsets. That is quite the mouthful. Overall, I think the quality is excellent, and I'm quite surprised that the little houses that hold the figures are as secure as they are. I definitely didn't expect that. The quality in regards to paint and all that was fabulous, and I didn't see any missing pieces or sharp edges, which is excellent considering that these pieces are meant to be worn on a child's wrist. We wouldn't want any snags catching on the skin causing injury. So that's something I was definitely looking for. And overall, I'm very happy. I didn't find a single thing wrong with them. My biggest issue is going to be deciding which one is my favorite. I think it's going to be the pastel Wonderland, but it's a pretty close tie with the outer space set, although I really do love the gummy bear spinner. So, oh gosh. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and haven't yet, then please make sure you remember to subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss out on any future fun toy reviews. As always, thanks so much for watching guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!